And now I'm very pleased to introduce our featured performance tonight, Mark Hobbs. Please enjoy.
Thank you, thank you. All right, I'm gonna I haven't been here in so long. The stage used to be there, and it's this. I really like this kind of layout. This is neat. That's how long it's been since I've been here. I'm gonna start out with a real old song, and then go on with some new stuff I've been writing, and take it from there. Now I felt like a one-man Bonnie and Clyde. I never robbed a bank, I never even tried. The trouble I was running from, it was a whole different thing. Was a whole different thing. Now I was standing alone like a frozen road sign up there in the South Dakota wintertime. The freedom I was dealing with, it might as well been jail. Might as well been jail. Worries wake me in the morning, drive 'em off by the afternoon. Road weary into the night, anything to keep a thinking of you. So if them headlights hypnotize me so, I turn up that radio, I slap my face and whatever it takes just to keep it going. So now I'm standing on my own crossroad. I'm looking down each one. My mind is shattered in four directions. Ain't nothing to hold. Ain't nothing to hold. Worries wake me in the morning, drive 'em off by the afternoon. Road weary into the night, anything to keep a thinking of you. So if them headlights hypnotize me so, I turn up that radio, I slap my face and whatever it takes just to keep it going. Now someday I'm gonna write myself a love song, sweeter than the freight train is long. The gates will raise, I'll sit there amazed and have something to say. I'll have something to say. But worries wake me in the morning, drive 'em off by the afternoon. Road weary into the night, anything to keep a thinking of you. So if them headlights hypnotize me so, I'll turn up that radio, I slap my face and whatever it takes just to keep it going. I slap my face and whatever it takes just to keep it going. Thank you. Is there a backup singer coming? All right. It's kind of a new one, and I wrote a bunch of songs like I always do at my kitchen table over the wintertime. And so I'm not used to always standing playing these new songs. So I think this is the first time I sang this one standing up. Let's see how it goes. Because there is a difference. Now it's not wise to generalize. It's not cool to be that fool. If with a wide brush you paint it all, you've missed the boat and your world gets small. And I must admit, there's something in the air, and I can't put my finger on it. And I gotta say, there's something in the air, and I'll be damned if I can figure what it is. Now there's this voice that speaks to me when I listen. It says not to judge unless you've walked in another's shoes. I hear it clearly like it is written on a wall. I do my best, I stand or fall. And I must admit, there's something in the air, and I can't put my finger on it. And I gotta say, there's something in the air, and I'll be damned if I can figure what it is. I must admit there's something in the air, but I can't put my finger on it. And I gotta say, there's something in the air, and I'll be damned if I could figure what it is. And I'll be damned if I can figure what it is. And I'll be damned if I can figure what it is. Thank you. There's another new one I just wrote maybe a month and a half ago here. It's, the world has always been filled with, throughout humanity of humans, or the history of humans, we've always had to move for some reason, migrate, to go somewhere. And understandably, the world's going through a lot of big stuff right now. And whether you agree with how it's all being handled or not, humans still need to move on. And it's just a fact. And so it's kind of about that. Now when you need to get out from somewhere and know where you are welcome. When you need to get out from somewhere and know where are you welcome. Well, you know how it feels when you're on the outside. Well, you feel like you can't come in. Now jumping on a boat and taking out to sea. Well, jumping on a boat and taking out to sea. And if you make it across alive, are you still met with some hostility? 'Cause you feel like you can't come in. 1,500 miles through the jungle and the desert. 1,500 miles through the jungle and the desert. You know your purpose is simply to survive, and you feel like you can't come in. Thank you. All right, I think I'm falling in the time limit here because I know I yak a lot, and I'm not really yakking a lot now, so you're probably like, no, you're not, because I usually do yak more, you know what I mean? Now that I see I got more time, I'm just going to yak it up here for a while. No, I'm not. I think I got two more for you. So this is a John Prine song. All those are my own. You can find them. I have CDs here. You can go online, you know. I don't have any QR things. You know, I've never done that QR thing. It's like, I don't know. I have a smartphone. I pay a lot for it, but I don't have any credit cards in there, so I use it for texting and taking pictures. Anyway, yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, John Prine, yeah. Huge influence on... I was playing guitar when I was a young guy, 16, and I was maybe in my late 20s when I discovered John Prine. Yeah, it was like 1988, and I discovered John Prine. So I was a late bloomer, and music was confusing to me because I just heard the songs on the radio, like, how does and then when I started listening, it was like, wow, guys like John Prine, and then you just dig in from there. My wife and I saw him here in '88. She's gone, and so was John Prine, unfortunately. And I saw him, luckily, 30 years later in 2018 in Milwaukee, just before his passing, like year and a half. And so this is a John Prine song. This is off the Tree of Forgiveness, his last album. I woke up this morning to a garbage truck. Seems like this old horseshoe has done run out of luck. Now if I came home, would you let me in? Fry me some pork chops and forgive my sin. Surround me with your boundless love. Confound me with your boundless love. I was drowning in the sea, as lost as I can be, when you found me with your boundless love. Now sometimes my old heart is like a washing machine. It bounces around till my soul comes clean. And when I'm clean and hung out to dry, I'm gonna make you laugh until you cry. Surround me with your boundless love. Confound me with your boundless love. I was drowning in the sea, as lost as I can be, when you found me with your boundless love. Now if I should find myself at risk of falling off from this jagged cliff, well, I look below and I look above. I'm surrounded by your boundless love. Surround me with your boundless love. Confound me with your boundless love. I was drowning in a sea, as lost as I can be, when you found me with your boundless love. You dumbfound me with your boundless love. You confound me with your boundless love. Thank you. All right. I'm looking at the clock and it makes my final decision. I can't play my closer that I had, so I'll play the shorter one that I didn't want to play, but now I'm forced to. So here we go. It's called Too Tall, and I sang this last year at a Willow Folk Fest. Keith knows about that. It was Willow Folk Fest, and I played the song because I had just written it that week. And a guy comes walking up to me, and well, you'll see. This guy was a giant, and you'll see. And when I'm done with the song, and he says, "Thank you. No one's ever written a song about me." And I'm like, "You're welcome." And I'm like, "You're welcome." Anyway, so it's called Too Tall. And I have no idea where this came from. Probably too many old styles one night at the kitchen table. It's really just a silly song. They called him Too Tall, 'cause he was too tall. He knew just what to do when he walked through a door. He couldn't go on some carnival rides. He picked the fruit from the branches so high. They called him Too Tall. He never looked you in the eye. You probably never see him because his head is way up in the sky. Now they called him Too Tall, 'cause he was too tall. It took a long time to pick a penny up off the floor. It took a hard time find shoes to fit his feet. You had to bend down to everybody that he'd meet. They called him Too Tall. He never looked you in the eye. You probably never see him because his head is way up in the sky. Now they called him Too Tall, 'cause he was just too tall. Short stack of pancakes, and he'd always ask for more. He'd jump into a swimming pool just to get his ankles wet. Wasn't good at basketball. I wonder what you guessed on that. They called him too tall. He never looked you in the eye. You probably never see him because his head is way up in the sky. They called him too tall. They say he's been looking kind of south. You probably never see him because his head is way up in the clouds. Thank you all. Thank you all. Square Music.